Welcome one and all to the opening of the bracket stage. Trying more randomizer, moving on to the beyond the Swiss. We're done with the cheese. We're on to the good stuff now. So cheese is the good stuff in my opinion. Welcome one and all to the brackets. Still one win to move on, one loss to go home until the semifinals and finals. And opening up for us, Gameboyf9 and FearonBurgundy. One was a perennial tournament winner, a threat to be had, randomizer master of creating and playing. And Fearon has been our resident, creme de la creme commentary for 2 years. And in those 2 years, observed enough to actually, be more than talk. Has done himself a winning record in the Swiss. And cdinprov1. Back behind me, here at the booth is cdinprov, also doing the restream. CyberDark86. And you're fancying out like a tie-dye guy.
Thanks, you. Sorry. Hi, everybody. How are you tonight?
There we go. Buttons are pressed. Stream is live. You're waiting to rock an IRC. As you're seeing here, we have a return seed, so your first few chests are possibly reopenable. Might get a lot of gold, might get a lot of garbage, might make the ultimate play and just hold on your key and walk out of the castle. Time will tell.
I'm just glad it's more than 4 strength.
You don't enjoy watching someone wrestle straight and hope not to dodge?
No, or hearing about it for about 2 years afterwards.
Oh, there's a chaos seed where I was fighting things. Every fight was a 5-minute, knockdown, drag out to the end. It was hilarious. Luckily, standard flag's here.
And the race should be getting underway in just a moment.
Alrighty, Game Boy, you're rocking. Who was that thing? That's our high spirits friend. The dodgy one.
Lingwar?
It's Lingwar, yes. And Fearon, as usual, rocking the princess.
We got an herb, the silver harp, and of course a key.
Alrighty, and they've checked their spell list, still see return, which means a free heat.
Be curious to see if either of them tries to save it.
Game Boy knows it's hard to set the grind's not really possible right now. We'll probably save first, as is Fearon, to see if the treasury's bupkis, they can save that key for later use.
See, this is the part I always forget, is you get the key and then I don't ever remember to save so that I can go back.
Alright, treasury. Another key.
Well, that's the nice part.
Set of wings. And more gold. Alright, so with your pile of gold, you may go to the other door, open it, and buy more keys. Alright, early game key problem is solved. Assuming you don't have unlucky deaths elsewhere in the world, a full set of keys will get you the whole game through.
Would be really nice if this ends up being Swamp Cave backdooring right into Garanum.
The ultimate backdoor gold grind.
So that would be really, really nice for a CDI roll.
Alright, cave is dark, of course. Game Boy. Let's keep moving. Let's Game Boy walking towards. We have monsters. Swamp South.
Simultaneous deaths.
The Swamp Cave is a dangerous place. So again, Skeleton, mid-tier, level 5, level 6 kind of enemy. Knight is level 10, 11, good gear enemy. Both of them side. Let's not die repeatedly. Could have been Grave, they're walking a bit. Could have been Swamp. Game Boy was making a turn to the right. Yeah, Game Boy going right too far to attempt a Swamp Cave walk.
I actually thought it might have been Mountain, but I get lost in everything.
Fearon walks one step too far left the castle, finds a golem. Game Boy walks a little too far to the south castle, finds a Maggie Drake, which is cute and adorable and knows hurt more.
Yay, murder bats!
Alright, don't walk left to get punched to death. Don't walk to the north to get blown up by fire. Where can we walk?
Well, there is a swamp right next door.
Fron finds a spoopy ghost to the south. Gameboy finds a magician close to the castle. With their strength, the magician should be a viable kill.
Power by 1, response speed by 15, HP by 2, and I think it was magic by 5.
Gameboy says I gotta have more speed. Cranks it up. Fron right behind. Oh, magician has fire breath 1. So magician was toying with Gameboy there. Alright, Fron heading south, fighting the ghost now. A little higher power, a little higher speed. It's a very easy grind. Gameboy presses eastward, tries to find a town or something else useful.
Instead, finds Sparkover Bridge, which is better.
Finds Frog Island. Fron grind to the south. Gameboy pondering, do I walk through the swamp, almost die, and get to that cave?
Does he actually have enough HP to make it?
16 base. If he approaches from the left side directly, it'd be a real close call. Fron, however, has learned sleep. There's combat better. Bring Fron is Mountains of Grind. Fron heads to the north. Simply a larger game, the skeleton. Skeleton stays down, is a good fight.
Gameboy picking up another magician for level 3.
Ooh, Skeleton is a sleepy boy. Skeleton's been down for 5 rounds now. Fron takes it down for level 4. Gameboy, as the magician was watching him come out of the woodwork, and approaches the fire breath first. Now Fron gets surprised here because Fron ran from the first magician. Might not realize magicians can kill him in one shot. But makes it work. So magicians at Gameboy's level are in an opposition that they can run in fear, but can also kill him in one shot.
Fron's about to figure out there's a cave up above him, I think.
Maybe the cave's a weird spot. Never mind, your cave kills him first. Gameboy finds an armor knight. And the obvious result of an armor knight is they can axe the head. And Fron, that cave is up there, we know that from Gameboy's side. That cave is a weird spot. If you don't go to that swamp a little bit, you don't see that cave lurking right by the castle.
See, I don't know about you, but anytime I see a really big swamp, I just want to walk right into the middle.
I mean, I'm sure there's some mud bath somewhere that's nice like that, but I don't know. Nothing poisonous bogs, I try to avoid them.
Well, I figure if the game's going to be trying to hide something from me, that's, the perfect place it's going to put it.
Alrighty. Gameboy has found a Mega Drake and uses a stop spell to put it down. Fron is using sleep instead, has not seen the power of the Mega Drake yet. So Fron is playing with fire, using the temporary fix.
Oh, here he goes to the cave.
Alright, Gameboy has enough HP to make it too, maybe? Chose a windy path. Alas, thou art dead.
And level 5 coming up for Fron.
37 hit points for FearonBurgundy. Level 5, a huge HP boost.
And a wizard decides Gameboy's still not making it to the cave.
Gameboy joking IRC about seeing whiz robes. Well, here we are. Yeah, these zones are pretty terrible. It's like, oh, here's a normal enemy, here's a guy with fire breath, here's a guy with hurt more, and here's a guy that's an endgame Charlock enemy. Have fun grinding. Fran's satisfied with the grind spot for now. Gameboy says we're going back to that cave. Gameboy moves to the right, encounters a terrifying magic weapon.
Manages to get away, though.
Cast sleep, beast feet. Get gone. Fran again. Yeah, even with the high HP total, no armor means the skeleton still hits decently hard. Gameboy's a purely hunting mission here.
Finds the first chest, picks up a dragon scale.
Excuse me, I think you have my scale.
Seems like he was a little mad and wanted it back.
The rules in D&D, if you're wearing dragon scale gear, it's very effective, gives resistance, but if a dragon sees you, you're probably going to die.
Wouldn't that be true of any time a dragon sees you?
It's something nice, but if you're wearing dragon hide, and you come across a good dragon, it's like, I'm good, but I also enjoy breathing. You also enjoy having dragons breathe around you. Ergo, fire breath. Fran keeping the grind going.
Nope, Gameboy's trying again.
Empty Eye, the problem with Malroth is, no matter what you say about him being good or evil, he has heal all, and that's a crime against game programming.
Though, the nice thing about the Dragon Warrior 2 randomizer is you have the option of playing the, just the hunt for the items instead of going all the way through Malroth.
Alrighty, level 6 for Fran.
Oh, did you see what Gameboy just found?
Gameboy finds the big stick. So, big strength boost for Fran's side, bigger strength boost for Gameboy's side. However, a dragon is still a dragon.
He's still mad. He's like, you're wearing my friend, give it back.
You're wearing my friend, and you stole my sword. Alright, so Fran's grinding here. Gameboy's grind will now, shoot up out of nowhere. Gameboy will be fighting things way beyond Fran's pale, getting huge experience points off this.
Do we even know if Ferran checked the cave underneath the castle?
Yes, took 3 steps in, saw a knight, and got murdered.
Kind of curious he hasn't gone back yet.
Fran pressing westward, hoping to find some land. Gameboy presses westward, finds a golem. Spoiler, despite Urge's sword being fantastic, you are still a squishy man wearing no armor. I'm lying, a dragon scale.
Yeah, that didn't do much.
And Fran, unfortunately realizing that every single pathway beyond this point is blocked by swamp, and I can't Armor Knight from behind, and a boot to the head.
I thought it was supposed to be a sword.
I'm picking random weapons. Armor Knights have everything. They have heal more, they have mohawks, they have shields. Could you imagine just like walking and shield bashing you and just saying, nope, don't care. Alrighty, Fran heading eastward. Notice the lower corner is not actually a passageway. May go to the swamp though. Gameboy being jumped by the Armor Knight, being sent home.
Ferran putting a Drakima to sleep, maybe he's gonna get the level off a murder bat?
Maybe. Fran's at a obnoxious 88 HP, 82 hit points at level 6. No way to heal, of course, but Fran can take a beating.
Though, he still hasn't made it high enough up to see that cave yet, has he?
Nope, again, that swamp kind of repels you from going towards it, and that cave's a really weird nook and cranny where it's like you gotta be almost into the swamp itself to see it.
Gameboy finally reaching level 5.
It's the first huge HP gain. Yeah, Fran can take any attack in the game right now, full power, and walk away from it the first time. It's pretty insane. Let's say ablative armor. Game Boy while finding a slightly higher grind spot. Because obviously going too far involves accident murder. Let's just fight these trolls for a while.
Come on, Ferhan, walk into. There you go.
Ferhan ponders it. There you go. Can Ferhan survive this? Die for the knowledge. Looks like Mountain Cave.
That'd be pretty nice too. The big caves right in your home.
And Ferhan's hoping to get past with that massive HP pool almost worn down. Game Boy rapidly approaching level 6.
He's making another attempt at that cave.
I would shoot out like giant Sword of Doom. But again, has no hit points. Game Boy cannot survive the walk to the swamp cave, to the mountain cave.
Well, he did just get the big HP boost off of level 6, so hopefully he can make it now.
Well, guess who's hiding in the lower crevices of the mountain cave?
Hey, it's our armored knight prince.
Yep, so Chris Belt on the first floor, and Chris Mohawk everywhere below.
Alrighty, finally made it.
He runs to a Wraith. Ooh, and those hurt more. Oh, terrifying. So Wraiths actually are a problem, because they can cut your trip short very quickly. Game Boy went from a full HP boost to almost nothing. One more Wraith to ambush, or one more Armor Knight down there, would be trouble. So this mountain cave is hostile.
Cass outside, walks back out of the swamp, and only has 2 HP left.
Take me, Druin. Take me!
And then takes the free trip home so he can refill his health.
Fran very carefully going back to the mountain cave and trying to negotiate as quietly as they can. Fran's going to try and kill some scorpions. Good for experience points. But due to the game's unique stats here, those scorpions have tremendous defense from agility. But Fran's sea spells are letting true. But every time that Game Boy gets to a fight with that sword, that's a huge step forward for Game Boy, where Fran is trying to dismantle scorpions with his bare hands.
Game Boy gets back to the cave and runs face first into another armored knight.
Both our racers encounter immediate terror. Hurt more Wraith than Armor Knight. Yeah, up to no good has a point. That level 7 having hurt more might save Ferran the trouble. Might balance out the scales just enough to keep him in the race.
Either that or he'll decide to go see what's bound to the castle.
Ferran hits the other treasure chests. They're all magic keys. Got some gold. He's found 2 keys downstairs. Some gold. All that's left is the last chest of Mountain Cave. Can Ferran get there in one piece?
Gets lucky, gets away from a Star Wyvern.
Andrew Wyvern says, "Where you at?" Light says, "Where you at?"
Oh, makes it to the 3rd chest. And finds the death necklace.
And Game Boy, finally pressing to the north a bit, finds Breckenary.
Hey, come on, I love Breckenary.
Not a seed with, these stats in Urger's sword.
It's a cheap inn and somewhere to spend gold.
Alrighty. Wizzy in the chat. Urger's sword is found in the Garen's Grave top chests. It's just the basement of Titangel. Yeah, Ferran went through all Mountain Cave, basically dodged 2 huge monsters and walked through the whole thing untouched. Ferran fight the troll. Skates by 1 hit point.
Game Boy picks up level 7.
15 more hit points. That necklace that Ferran has in his back pocket is probably played. Oh no, the gold man!
As
gold man ends the hero.
Game Boy would say the seed is now verified.
Gold man. Ferran dodged a knight, a magic weapon, all kinds of terrible monsters, and falls to a gold man outside Breckenary. Alright, Fran, now's your chance. Go to that bottom cave. Wonder its loot. Magic weapon has hurt more. Magic weapon's also a jerk.
The fun police have lots of help this scene.
I'm gonna deputize you. You bird, take this hurt more. You skeleton, take this hurt more.
Have
You
we
go.
seen fire breath yet?
We've seen baby breath on the magicians. Alright, Fran walks back to Breckenary. Still a little trepidation like being below the castle. Maybe checking out the armor here first.
Silver shield available close to home.
Fran will probably invest in a half plate. And a stick. Game Boy finds the cave. This is a swamp cave. Almost has.
Well, they already found mountain and grave, so yeah.
It's a werewolf. Good stats across the board, but Charlock enemy is still Charlock enemy. And without healing options, it can still be a problem. Especially when it follows you around. Went back to the grave. Alrighty, first go, thank you. Yep, so we know the top level is your sword and some gold.
Do we think Game Boy's gonna go for an early gold grind now that he's already found Breckenary?
I'd imagine so. Again, with the castle in the Tangel, you can leave, go to the throne room, and basically get all the gold you want to out of the treasury. Breckenary, for all its lesser charms, does have a silver shield.
Lesser charms, it even has an always open fairy water shop now.
Alrighty, Fran finds Dragon Scale, procures one. Fran will also get some dandy fairy water. It's Game Boy styling upon that monster. Taking Urger's sword, doing a fancy twirl and cutting it from top to bottom. Game Boy diving for the deeper chests.
And finds his friend the green dragon again.
You still got my scale. At the last point of the dragon, we have 12 health left. You press attack, pray for a Kaishin, and hope for a quick death.
But hey, at least he's got the gold grind active, so it should be just a minute until he gets himself a silver shield.
Hey, Green Dragons. Fran finds from the overworld. Green Dragon doing work today. And to be fair, Green Dragon didn't appear on Fran's side until Fran bought and wore the Dragon Scale. It's cursed, I tell you. Cursed!
Oh.
Alright, Game Boy, printing money. Alright, Fran, do the thing. Go downstairs.
No,
Upgrade
looks like...
No. Upgrade the sad stick you have.
I'm a little confused. Did he do that in the wrong order?
Nope, Fran's leaving one chest open. That's one of the gold chests. So 3 in the throne, 3 over there, and whoever gets out of Garen's grave. Alright, Fran. So now if I'm from FearonBurgundy and I see Urger's sword in the basement, I am panicking.
Meanwhile, Game Boy's saving to make sure he can make it up to Breckenary with all of his funds intact.
Can't just see a golem, or a dragon, or another dragon.
Well,
or
he's
Armor
still
Knight,
wearing the dragon scale, so yeah.
or Maggie Drake that ambushes you. Yeah, lots and lots of hit points, but still can't heal. Plus him for Ron, getting swolled hit points. And steps away from procuring a free dragon scale.
And finally the big stick.
Big stick. Ooh, Game Boy, almost teased fate there. Golem! Golem wants it bad.
And curious, Ron's gonna go the whole way down to the bottom of the grave.
Fran's ability to, and out the sword, you can absolutely fight your way through most things. Except, Magic Weapon has a terrifying attack. There it is!
Faron making really good use of Stop Spell against the Magic Weapon, and then puts it to sleep.
Magic Weapon immediately realizes that, oh, I'm blocked spells, fine, I'll just bite you. Heck, jerk bird.
Game Boy makes it up to Brackenberry, picks up his silver shield, and a bunch of herbs.
Game Boy with a tremendous stat lead and gear lead. Faron, if he has a goal rod going, will negate that pretty quickly. So, not as far behind as Faron may be thinking. Please keep tabs on.
I don't know very many people that 23 minutes into the game, if they found the sword underneath the castle, wouldn't be saying, I'm behind.
I mean, I'd be worried about it. But I'm neurotic.
I always think I'm behind, so...
Okay, Rose Scorpion's a scary case here, because you get pretty high defense, pretty low hit points, but it's also an endgame class enemy, so Faron is rolling the dice on these hit point rolls. Gets past it. Has some herbs to take the sting away.
Game Boy making good use of the always open fairy water shop in Brackenberry to load up.
It's our friend and yours, the Green Dragon. Finally has mercy. I take it back. Here's Big Brother.
Oh, Faron getting really lucky and finding the Magic Dragon.
All that work for, I think, another herb. Oh, snap. Yep.
Might as well get a couple.
Faron finds the underground gas station and fills up. That's like with the last cave Earthbound to getting, taking over the atomic fuel robot and giving all your health back.
Wait, what is he picking up?
Herbs. Dank repeating herbs. That's fantastic. Alrighty, Game Boy says, I want more in that mountain cave.
I mean, it's right there.
Right there and tempting, yes. I mean, Death Necklace is fantastic, and see with, 100 HP level 7, Death Necklace might be in play.
I think the knowledge of knowing where the quest items aren't would probably be better.
Oh, Faron again. The Blue Dragon comes back. Gets away again! Agility is just a number. It means nothing.
Well, since they only have 38 and he's running from dragons, I tend to agree with Ice Spirits there.
But the Green Dragon may swing above weight class. No. More last minute mercies.
He's so close!
Faron riding the herb grind and some incredible run luck to find a bamboo pole. But what is it?
It's a torch.
Alright, torch refund.
Thankfully, he can use outside to go back to the castle and start printing money. Oh.
Oligonzo. Game Boy level 8. No, Faron! No, Faron, you lost the grind. Oh, left eye sees off the door again. Right eye sees loss of 10,000 gold pieces. Oh no, Faron. Faron's gonna go back and redo that grind, realizing, oh snap, I lost it. Get Faron, go back down, grab the first two chests. And the grind in short order. Game Boy, meanwhile, heads back to Mountain Cave once more. Game Boy wants his $2.
And finds his friend the Green Dragon.
Green Dragon also wants his $2.
So Game Boy finally has enough HP and attack power to take him out.
Alright. Faron finds level 8 as well. The huge boost to agility is now capable of running from several Charlock enemies. Game Boy go for a grind, perhaps? We can walk back to Breckenary. We'll see.
Faron makes it to the chest, starts opening up everything.
Alrighty, Faron will now have the gold grind back in action. Game Boy pressing towards Breckenary to recharge, or boldly striking westward.
That's right, we still haven't seen much of the map past Breckenary.
Yeah, there's been a huge swamp blocking. Every time they get there, they've survived a dragon or a golem punch. And they've limped to this huge swamp with 20 HP and say, nope, that's not going to work.
All the more reason to go walking right into the middle of it. Maybe you'll get lucky and there's a town.
Oh, Spectre the Jerk has healed more. And dodges. And breathes Dragon Lord breath. What a beast.
And Game Boy gets sent all the way back home.
All the while mock you with that. No. Neener face. All ghosts have it. What terrible luck for Game Boy. I mean, it's not a huge time loss, but just Spectre made a fool of him, healed at the full health, dodged the attack, and then incinerated him for no good reason.
Faron activating the gold grind, slowly picking up what he needs for the silver shield.
Faron will be in shield territory very soon, and we'll have equal stats to Game Boy. So we're going to approach very soon equality in stats, gear, and knowledge of the map. And Faron has the fairy water to make faster walking possible. But no safety save, so everyone clench.
Oh, that was scary.
Also, that's not healed to full health yet, so Faron heedlessly walking towards Breckenary. Oh, Armor Knight has baby breath, so once they actually learn a healing spell, might not be as scary.
And after that one little scare, Faron makes it into Breckenary, picks up his silver shield.
Faron has now reached equilibrium with Gameboyf9. Both our races are basically in the same position. Now we'll see Monster Luck, Exploration.
And maybe another town eventually?
Maybe more monsters with large, angry fire breath.
Yay!
Alright, Neon, I'll fill you in. When the game starts, black is the most lowest stat possible. Red is below average. White is, early mid-game playable. Orange is approaching Charlock levels, where you can be okay against Charlock enemies. And green means you're good to go against Dragon Lord 2. Typically. One stat is obnoxiously higher. You can compensate for a lower stat elsewhere. It's really tricky to do that without, mostly green stats.
Oh, Faron finding a whole bunch of islands above Breckenary.
Yeah, the yellow-orange stat is basically, if your stats are good, you can try Dragon Lord, you can try Charlock. You might die terribly, but the option's there for you. Alright, both the racers now trying to explore the map.
Game Boy picks up level 9, power by 14, magic by 13, and empty eye, and I did not see the last one, sorry.
And baby heal spell. Alright, so Game Boy can now herb up, basically. Game Boy has in-combat heals against a strong enemy, not going to be effective, but escaping a combat or getting to a grindy combat can heal you afterwards.
Faron makes it to the end of this chain of islands and doesn't find anything, so he's turning back.
Faron has lost about 1,000 calories, but nothing gained in terms of stats or knowledge. Faron still down to these swamps, because Faron's healing is still limited to herbs. So walking through swamps heedlessly is still a problem. Yeah, heal spell 9 is a huge deal, but it lets you refuel. You can get into a bad fight, you can get ambushed and escape barely, and survive the process. Alright, nothing here either. So Faron's branch of exploration has not worked out. Alright, Game Boy and Linguar wandering in the world, heading south. Ooh, for Game Boy, you have heal.
And an armored knight friend.
Alright, afraid not, Algebra. We've only seen Breckenary. And that's it.
Well, we found, 2 caves.
Alright, anybody hoping to finish off this Armor Knight? Nope. Armor Knight is wearing fuller plate, the Game Boy's half plate, withstands the combat. Yep, Armor Knight's no joke. Second strongest monster outside of Dragon Lord, of course. Huge stats, really powerful. If you're hoping for a few breaths in the road to get some lower damage rolls, it's awfully adventurous of you.
Fearon trying to take out a rogue scorpion. Manages to do so.
Yep, Franz killed a few of those before. Now with the actual, few herbs and Urger's sword, it's viable. So now with the huge, silver shield and the agility boost, yeah, Rogue Scorpion's been broken, way broken. We get back up. Fran finding all the scorpions.
Not too bad for a grind right now.
Yeah, it's pretty good games for a pretty quick 2-3 round fight. Level 9. Here comes the agility. Actually, no, this is level 9. It's the 14 power and the 14 magic.
And little heal.
Go, Fran. Use the heal. Fran can have the dragon decides enough's enough. You're going down, dragon, and the scale is mine. We find the wizard again with heal, not a bad choice because Game Boy can recharge it after the fight. Wizard, the Charlock enemy, might not be broken yet, but definitely the weaker of Charlock enemies. Alright, Star Weapon says last stop spell. Does a lot of damage. Fran says no thank you, I'll fight something else. Not sure, Ozrap. I know the magic weapon has hurt more, but Star Weapons have not seen much play yet. Game Boy draws near to Motel 6. Fran finds a big old swamp. And Skilly Boy.
Game Boy takes out an Axe Knight for level 10. Power by 13, response speed 3, HP 4, and 1 magic.
No spells, so the hurt more spells and the heal more spell are lurking somewhere. Game Boy accessing heal more earlier would definitely be a boost for Game Boy's chances. Fran keeps finding these huge winding paths to nowhere.
Makes it through the swamp at least.
Without a guess. Gotta find a town somewhere to recharge. Maybe the high agility. Most up. Okay, well.
Free trip home?
Nope. Evasive maneuvers. Any town with an inn right now would be fantastic.
How much do you want to bet he finds Hawksness?
That'd be awfully tragic, but probably what's gonna happen.
Instead makes it up to the top of the island and finds there's nothing else left.
This whole island is betrayal. Game Boy is picking on a Stone Man. Knows heal, so he can rub back in his face. Yep, Fran says enough's enough. I'm going to either get experience points or die trying.
Fearon manages to take out the Star Wyvern with 2 HP left and then gets a free trip home.
I wanted death, but I got a turkey instead. That goes Ferran.
And yes, Lorgon, there's been one town, 2 caves, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, close to the castle, you had the mountain cave and the Garen's grave, which are very important. But in terms of other things in the game, like Cantlin to find your search spot, Hawks's to find your stuffed swamp tile, Rimmaldar, that one buried chest, and Garenham to have all those chests in the back there, we found bumpkins. So they ask, the commentators are doing their own races, are they cursed? I don't know. Every racer has their own knack to a race they add to it. My knack is usually like, obnoxious early game or a lot of fire breath. Jackmas has like, I had 2 hours of my seed time because I'm Jackmas. And the terrible monsters are waiting for you. And the one time we raced 2 years back, we got like a 4-hour seed. So we race together, like all the curses together, the siege roller, the commentators, the racers, it all blends together in some horrifying mixture. You all have to sample.
Ferran picks up level 10.
Alright, huge power boost again.
And Gameboy's about to find the chain of islands that go absolutely nowhere.
So news for Ferran is that he knows walking before and knows that there's nothing out here. Probably won't go back. Gameboy also explore the world, and doing a little more grinding, so experience boost is good to have. But time walking is time, not like grinding, and both of them have to find more stuff.
Come on, Ferran, walk right into that swamp.
Ferran found that with the heal spell, Swamp has no fear. Easily. He needs to fight these magic weapons. Not even afraid of the hurt boars, just swing. We can kill him in 2 rounds. Why not? 11 for Gameboyf9. Sizable power boost. Get more hit points. Get more magic points, but no other spells. So, map, obnoxiousness, and heal more are your gatekeepers this seed. I suppose reasonably low HP, or MP I should say. MP is not too robust yet. 70 out of 11, probably gets to the 80 or 90 by the time they get to Dragon Lord levels. Might not be a bad. We're seeing Ferran and Gameboy both still picking fights now. They're not afraid of. They have healing spells. They have options now. They're not afraid to pick fights. They have stop and sleep. They have ways to make fights manageable. Hey, Big C.
And a town.
Hello.
We have things.
Things and stuff and that weird hat monster.
Oh no, it's
Oh baby, it's Hawksnuts. No gods now off guard. Only suffering and betrayal.
And yet Ferran's still gonna take a shot.
Ferran froze his brow, heals at the max, steps forward and sees, crap, Armor Knight. Let's see what happens.
Come on, excellent move.
Kaishin, some luck, made some fire breath.
Maybe a stop spell?
Nah, so that's not gonna help you, but fire breath's not gonna be a thing here. Oh, takes it down, 4 swings. Ferran's had enough of this seed. This is nonsense.
Picks up level 11. And Erdrick's token, so we have an item.
A token. So armor is on the map somewhere. Or maybe coal. Maybe in coal. Well, coal's imaginary. That's the worst feeling ever. Erdrick's token.
Gameboy picks up level 12.
Hey, the cave.
12
What's in
power and not a lot else.
Still no more spells.
Actually, I think they picked up Repel.
Oh, repel. Okay. And Ferran sees the Wraith and says, I'm gonna fight you, but first things first. Stop spell. It worked out nicely. Ooh, finds a harp cave.
More importantly, there's a Sparkover Island right outside the door.
I know, it's fantastic. Right,
And
Gameboy.
validates the scene.
Investigation. Alas, there's nothing. The trap's up at the Blue Dragon.
Two
Waiting to catch you.
caves.
Oh, 2 caves on a little island. Swamp north, swamp south? That's that jerk.
Can that actually happen where Swamp is right
Yeah.
next to...
I've done it before. Maybe not the new randomizer version. Fron finds a tablet cave. Now, there's a just loving Rubus in this world. He's gonna be throwing sunlight down here.
Without Garanham so far, this is definitely worth checking out.
You've been walking around still murdering large enemy monsters and healing up afterwards. So Game Boy getting more experience points, Fron getting more endgame items. And that Armor Knight grind there might be viable for endgame.
Finds a chest full of money in the bottom of the tablet.
Bad loot, yo. Alright. We're now approaching logically that, as we find more land over here that's new, it almost has to be a town somewhere.
Or all the remaining ones on the same screen.
I've seen that too. So heals, $20.
The answers are next in chat. No, we haven't seen any medals yet. Oh, as Feron finds Remolder.
Ah, Remolder. One free chest. Give you the goods.
And some more money.
Alright, fat loot. Alright, Fron recharges. However, no item shop Remolder, so no herb shop. But maybe full plate?
No, nothing really useful there.
Not really. Now, Fron. Does Fron still have the key left?
Well, he just walked past Remolder, I'd hope so.
I'm just saying. Because Garanham's out there somewhere. And so is Cantlin. And Cole. All three might be required. Cole may laugh at you. Garanham might have item stones in the back there. And yeah. Cantlin's probably going to be a required thing here.
Game Boy exploring some more islands that go to nowhere.
Yeah, no, JJ. We had the early key grind, which is fantastic. I was wondering if Fron may have died of Garen's grave twice. It's the worst feeling in the world to have keys all seed long and then realize, oh yeah, Garanham. That's unfortunate.
Especially if you don't realize it until you're trying to unlock the door.
Game Boy tromp through swamps trying to find new locales. I think Fron has unlocked the rest of the world down here. Yes, Fron should be walking the edge of the map. He knows the hard edge of the map there. Get maximum viewing distance. Because the game is cruel that way. Fron doubles down, walks more to the left. Fie upon you, great map walking.
And finds another cave.
Alrighty, heads down south. This cave is almost certainly... Nope, I was wrong. Swamp! And Swamp North says...
Here, have some more swamp.
Now where am I? It's all so different on this side.
Different. I don't know. It's the same biome we've seen the whole game.
Let's get about Alfgard. It's all desert and forest and bog.
Oh, that's the cave right above Tantagel.
No, so it crosses the crags of Tatangel.
Which means if we do have to count something, there's a chance you can always do it without the princess.
It's just right at home, but so far away, because you can't get past that crag. Fran heals up and hopes to find the goods far here. That is a long walk away. Potential again. Make sure Game Boy's not seen the bottom of the grave yet. Actually, no, Game Boy has. Game Boy has death knuckles. So Game Boy has made the full dive. I'm lying, actually. No, the bottom of Garen's grave had gold.
Fran reaches level 12 and gets repel.
Fran says, "Oh no, Fran, you might be biting off what you chew here." Fran rolls the dice, makes me clench a bit. Gets a kill.
And then gets to use all of his mana healing up.
Fran's behind about 5 experience points, nothing major, and has a significant experience or exploration lead on Game Boy right now. Alright, swamp. On the north side, I'm on the south side. East
Another
side,
town!
Hey, is Garen here?
Garenham, or have we seen Cole yet?
Or Cole, so both are options. Or Caitlin. I mean, all 3 towns left are fantastic towns.
And it's the shopping mall at Cantlin.
Shop Mall, the old man who's been locked away for crimes unknown.
I still want to know who makes a floor out of broken glass.
Crimes unspeakable.
Nothing deserves a floor made out of broken glass, though.
Might be really pretty glass. I went to a mall years ago and had a nice chandelier. Had mirrors on the side. It was like really crazy, like infinite effect on both sides. It was a really nice mall ceiling and glass there. And it was like, you broke it. And town's like, nope, you pick it up. They've been deadlocked ever since.
Icebeard's pointing out that maybe the guy just had an accident.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll walk on it. Game Boy level 13 finds crap stats, good magic, and hurt.
And Argo Blaster, thank you very much for the 1-month subscription.
On down, we see watch more races, see more events, get average quality commentary.
Hey, you're doing pretty good.
Alrighty. Fran not appreciating the town shops and says, "Fine, old man, let's see what you've got."
Gets the coordinates of 046.
Walk that way.
I didn't, however, see if it was, thank you, Cyberdark, our tracker today. It's 46 West.
Simply walk the Oregon Trail. You will find your... something. You have found Urza's armor and dysentery.
Gameboy walking in the Hawksness and possibly picking up the token here.
Should be a fair fight. The HP pool is fantastic. The power is obscene. I'm not gonna get it. But Fran is on this continent, decides I want to finish exploring and find coal first. Perhaps it's a red herring down there in that 46.
Gameboy picking up the token after taking out the Armored Knight.
Maybe we'll place the back of their head as a, I might come back here and grind later. Or maybe I'll grind right now.
And another town for Fran. And it's Garenham. Yeah.
Alrighty. But coal remains a figment of our imaginations.
Alright, let's see what we got. A whole lot of nothing.
I have found the stick of sunlight. It's just a torch.
And another cursed belt.
Alright. There's probably Stone's cave. I wonder what's in here. Oh look, the stones.
I think this is where somebody would say, is this even rando?
It's so rando. I mean, randomized coal out of existence. Gameboy verifies deed. Is found in 2 caves.
Did he check the first one?
Yes, I think so. The first cave is the jerk, if I recall. No, it was the one was the harp cave, I think.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sorry.
No, my apologies. It was tablet, then it was swamp. Oh, magic weapon sneaks to hurt more. Oh no, that comment remains taunting. Perfectly hit. Stop spell misses. Jerker blows up Faron, and now that town and that continent is so far away.
Game Boy goes back to check the other cave. Finds out it's the jerk.
Faron decides we're going west. Hoping that's armor. Instantly finds water.
Game Boy makes it into Remolder. Picks up his extra money.
Faron carefully trotting to the west. Fairy flute. Oh, Cole has the armor. This dastardly seed.
Well, occasionally it gets to be real.
Cole has to have the armor, and Cole could be... Oh, is that right there? Did Faron miss that town by walking too far to the west on the shoreline like you were worried about?
No, I thought that was Hawk's Nest behind.
Oh yeah, that was
Charlock?
Hawk's Nest. Well, that's about Charlock, but on Gameboy's screen there was a town in the desert.
Oh, that was
I'm not
Remolder.
Okay, that's Keytown. Fantastic. Alright, so Faron now is wondering, I really hope that I didn't miss anything.
Oh,
Oh,
Game
no.
Boy.
Oh, in the deepest, darkest, lower southwest corner is Cole. Oh
And
no.
Nerdrip's armor.
Continent 2 is important, but also a red herring. Oh, Faron is not going to find that town anytime soon, I don't think.
Not if the Blue Dragon has anything to say about it.
Oh no. Guru's randomizing algorithm, once again, committing great evil.
Game Boy finds, I think that's tablet with just a bunch of cash. Oh no, I was wrong. I'm sorry, it's swamp.
That's a swamp cave.
Hey, I get lost in paper bags, so, you know.
The game needs to find the town on this continent. And again, you know, they gamble on a fight. If they get distracted somewhere, they can easily find something else.
Maybe he's saving the healing for the armor, high spirits.
Get that verse. Now Game Boy with the sword, the shield, and armor is practically immune. Heal more will still be very handy, but until Faron dives that corner, it's going to be a long haul.
Finds Callan, walks right back out because he knows he doesn't need it anymore.
And the stats involved, even the final boss before Dragon's a golem, the stats involved here, Game Boy's not afraid of a golem.
Finds Garrett M and is hopefully about to get his stones of sunlight.
Alright, Faron heading towards the north again. Faron's double checking. Nope, heading back towards the other continent. I've got stuff here. Let's cash in at the Jerk Cave. venting frustrations on that Maggie Draggy. He's now heading in the right direction. So Fran maintains his path to the south and west.
Game Boy is finally picking up his scones of sunlight.
Tasty buttery scones.
Breakfast.
Franz, be careful, because if you head left now, you'll find it. There it is. Behold.
It is real.
Grind mode effect. Game Boy can possibly sneak through Charlock and win the game right now with the stats. I'm lying to you, it doesn't have heal more. Franz stopped by the fun police right outside of Cole.
But hopefully he saw the town, so he knows exactly where he's going to go back to.
I know one time, though, I was in a fight, and I got hit, and the screen shook, and the shake is enough to make the camera move enough. I saw a town outside the map with being punched in the face by a dragon.
Well, I guess that makes up for being punched in the face by a dragon. Game's like, I'm sorry, have a town.
Oh yes, that's our official. That's our hopefully semi-accurate death counter. Right. Franz hopefully heading back towards Charlock. Saw that town in the corner, and will procure the armor of Erdrick. Oh, Red Dragon no stop spell.
And hurt more.
Oh, okay, that's a little different.
Game Boy finds level 14 and a spell. Radiant.
Radiant.
Ferran hits level 13.
The main problem here is Franz got a 2-level differential.
Makes it into Cole and is hopefully about to get his armor.
We'll find the armor, we'll curse vehemently. We'll be grinding.
So, without heal more and hurt more, what would you do for a grind in this seed?
I'm gonna Hawks this, I'm punching out Armor Knights. Let's see, Zarnax. Nothing was sleep yet. I've not seen any sleep in this seed. The Gameboy found a red dragon grind in the castle. Yeah, no. Okay, so Swamp Cave has red dragon spike tile, which is fantastic. Because red dragons are casting spells, which makes them much more tame. Alright, so fortunately, whatever Fran does, Game Boy will not be able to pass the lead over. Ooh, Fran's going for a dive.
Checks his spells and then changed his mind.
It was Heal More is kind of integral to the process. So wherever Franz has the grind, probably not a Hawk's Nest. Head to the Swamp Cave to check out that grind tile.
So lots and lots of fun police.
Please, but unfortunately, when you're grinding the same enemy at the same rate with the same benefits, you will not actually gain or lose. So, Game Boy's lead will stay exactly the same the whole time they're grinding the same spot. With the Metal Slab somewhere, it'd be a straight up murder shot in one hit, and much faster gain for experience points.
That is one of my all-time favorite grinds ever.
Ooh, Fran decides I want no part of that red dragon. Fran says, nay. I will fight these Armor Knights instead. Fran has not encountered the dragon in detail, other than one block and a kill. Did not see stop spell, did not see her.
So, is there a chance if he goes to grind the Armored Knights that he'd catch up?
Absolutely not.
The Game Boy hits level 15 and picks up Heal More.
Game Boy leaves the castle. Goes into an inn. Gonna fight a Dragon Lord. Alright, From might encounter his dragon, sees hurt more, and maybe thinks twice about it. So maybe I will grow. Unfortunately, From 2 levels back. No, Game Boy wants more? Nope, Game Boy leaving. Game Boy catches outside by accident and has to go back the hard way through Swamp Cave. His Game Boy is in the clear. Actually, no problem with those stats to take down Dragon Lord.
Looks like Ferran's gonna go check the spike tile.
Game Boy is walking back and forth. Wants to heal, but skipped Cold by the Swamp Cave.
Oh, Game Boy's getting his rainbow drop. He's looking for the jerk.
Important details.
Well, I mean, keys are usually helpful.
Alright, and Fra now sees that the dragon also casts Stop Spell, and it's now an easy grind. Unfortunately, he's probably starting about 5 minutes too late. Potato. A soup can. Ignore names weeks 2 through 4. Easy padding. By Gosh University by 40 points.
Game Boy heading towards Charlock and Hawksness.
Game Boy is not healing. Game Boy is trying to find a town to heal at. Walk past Cold, so I'll find something better. There's really not much better around here. Well, Cold showing his imagination. He's forgotten already.
I think it was Cantlin?
The candle's a little more to the west, I think. Down below the Swamp Cave here is Coal. Alright, Lingar, hit the inn, hit the hay, and hit some dragons. Alright, Fra needs some failed dives here. Game Boy has a significant lead in experience points, and definitely means to do so and win in one dive. Probably has no interest in diving for the treasury. Pledger's Ring not that important. Attitude, that's the Linguar, Final Fantasy. Dragon Warrior 4, Dragon Quest 4. It's one of the Coliseum fights.
Ferran picks up level 14, and is this heal more? Nope.
No, heal more is 15. And I bet you money Fran would have died, but 14 would heal more. Yep, Fran's gonna leave the cave, go back to the inn. And Fran's also opening the fights with the Red Dragons with Soft Spell. That's costing him a round of actions. Hurt more is definitely a powerful effect, but given the rest of this fight, it's pretty tame, especially with the armor now. Alright, Game Boy encounters Armor Knights on top. Star Weapon should not be a threat. Alright, going downstairs. Alright, Fra, a few fights away from boosting 15. So probably 3 minutes away from a good dive attempt. So Fra might be walking to the castle as Game Boy is walking out of it. Just a possibility.
Game Boy making it down to level 3?
Yeah, Fran's been healing, for most of this he's healing about 3/4 of the way. Cost a few times, a few deaths, especially on the second continent death. That was really unfortunate. The time lost gained by not healing and rolling the dice has been lost by a few unfortunate deaths. Charlock seems pretty tame so far. Star Wyverns, Armor Knights on the top floor. Nothing of real danger.
Yeah, they're taking like 1 or 2 run attempts, but they're really not doing enough damage.
Gameboy finds the U. Alright. Mordray's dying on Ferron's side. My ponders. Do I run for the dragon, which is pretty tame, or do I fight and kill it? Decides to run.
Finds his friend the green dragon again.
Who says, nope, I'll go block it.
Well, he
Nope.
still has the scale.
You still have my $2.
Calls on his big brother for help.
Ambush for 18. Pops the herb, says, nope, I'm not having this nonsense. I'm not being dragon chained to death on the way to the Dragon Lord. Where's my $2? The green dragons are oddly hard to dodge from in Charlock. Like, I've had nightmares. I've had awful runs ruined by green dragons saying, I'm not moving.
Almost to the spike tile for Game Boy. And we have a golem, but Game Boy doesn't have the fairy flute.
That's alright. Game Boy has rippling muscles. This will be fine. Fron has 15. Sees Hillmore says, thank goodness. Leaves the cave. Alas, Game Boy's going to pop some herbs. Saunter to the west a bit. Fight this weapon. And say, yo dog. Game Boys be fooled! The fight begins. Over like crushing 46 and hurt more than it does little back.
Ferran stopping to reload up on herbs.
Blows the key to Cole, so make that walk to town, the item shop, half as long. Game Boy heading back to DL2. All signs put a Game Boy win this fight. Opening double. It's not 23. Oh, almost reflexed and went 2-2 and hit the A button. That would have been awful if we repelled. Fron heals at the end. And I'm willing to bet that Fron will walk into the castle right when the Game Boy done his bad boy. Yeah, Repel actually is not a kill spell. You really have a problem with Hurt More looking there.
Ferran making it into the Charlock.
Remember, train hits for measly 24 damage. Feeble blows by Dragon Lord. Alright, cranks back to 45. Fron be run blocked by this weapon, just mocking him. Alright. Game Boy being careful and safe. Make sure the HP staying high. Failure to his credit is not allowed double with the opening double. This should be it right here. Yep.
Game Boy takes down the Dragon Lord, so let's get our GGs out in chat.
Game Boy. Early Gamble getting the Urge Sword, missing the first few caves and such, but coming back and finding coal first. And seed here. From pausing for a moment, probably observing the IRC GG.
Game Boy's gonna wait until Ferran finishes to join us for an interview.
Certainly, certainly. And Charlock's very tame. There's no danger in Charlock. Enemies in Charlock, other than the end, no run dragons. Not really a huge deal for damage or agility. Yes, Ferran had the opening grind need, negated by finding the sword first by Game Boy. Again negated by Ferran finding the second conduit and the port items first, then negated again by Game Boy finding coal first.
Ferran makes it down to the U-shaped room. Feels like everybody's coming out of the woodwork to try to slow him down.
Alright. Straight walkway. More Durgans. From pondering just swinging the sword 5 times or 3 times, being rid of the beast. Go for the treasury.
Think he's looking for the fighter's ring?
I'd imagine.
See, now if I was Ferran, I would have known exactly which chest in the $1,000 pyramid that was.
I think it's the 5th. It's 100, I think. At the Jeopardy problem where I think their half value is supposed to full value.
I always root for middle.
The big hundo. No half our chat, however. Roots for the judges table.
Well, who wouldn't want to see more of a good race?
Savages. Savages, all of you.
Ferran getting slowed down by this blue dragon.
Ooh, blue dragon, yeah, real pain in the neck. There we go.
Runs directly into his big brother.
This red dragon might not be as dangerous, honestly. Blue dragon attacks every single round.
Has to use an herb. It looks like he's down to 1 for the Dragon Lord fight now.
It shouldn't be a problem too badly. Game Boy had a spare hurt mortis, to have there. And Ferran has a flute, so Golem will be a teamer battle. Sleepy Stony Beast. Oh, there are 5 herbs remaining, so 5 more herbs to be used. Alright, we're on heading toward Dragon Lord. A little bit of a heel walk going on. Noshing some herbs. Is that time? Be fooled. Alright, Fran. Humorously comes in at 2 damage higher in the first swing with the fighter ring on. I'm gonna fish for some stop spell action.
Dragon Lord doesn't seem inclined to help there.
Good enough. Alright. Deal 2. Ambush.
No!
Alright, no double, so Fran's gonna play this carefully. Again, Franz should have all the damage required to do the fight. A few free attacks for some doubles would be fantastic. Hey, a double. 6 swing double 2, 16 damage. Ah, Dragon with these feeble strikes. Giving out free doubles. Alright, damage mounting up.
Seems like he's getting a good share of doubles.
Yep. Game Boy got no doubles. Franz had 2 already. This game had the opening double, didn't get ambushed, had the HP for it. Franz approaching the end of the HP MP pool, but it shouldn't be a problem. The big 16. Doing work. GG for FearonBurgundy. Taking this menu on the torch and not the Healmore. Let's head back to the castle. A crazy map and unfortunate coal hiding spot, laying FearonBurgundy low.
Should have both of our racers here in just a moment.
Good work by both racers. Again, back and forth there with the finding locations. Sword first for Game Boy was good. Continents first for Fran was good. But armor for Game Boy. Coal being found first by Game Boy was a huge swing and allowed basically go mode to happen.
And we're being joined by Gameboyf9. Congratulations, Game Boy.
Oh, thank you very much. I did intentionally decline to interview until Fran finished. I was hopefully Fran will come in here in a second so we can all chat about this together. This was that was a fun one. Yeah.
We are. Well, guests arrive. FearonBurgundy is here.
GG, Fearon.
Oh, I'm in the room. Look at that.
Yep.
GG.
Good work, Fearon.
Yeah, good game.
All right. It was a very real fast for you both. This is a very swingy seed. Game Boy, you had the sword first. Fearon, you found the swamp cave first. And then Game Boy found coal first. And so your swings back and forth, basically power of the seed, kind of back and forth in that regard.
Yeah, I have to say, Fearon, you did very well in a DPS seed. And I don't know if CD or Seawolf defined what I call a DPS seed. Basically, it's a race that's to see if you can beat the monster before you lose. So well done, Fearon.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, as there was no healing until you had herbs for the early game, and didn't even have heals until level, was it 10 or 11? So you had no healing. It was, you encounter a monster, can I kill this monster at full health, or will it kill me?
Fair enough. A very difficult to heal seed.
Yeah, it is. I have to confess that is pretty much my favorite seed. It's basically, who can you really kill before the timer runs out? It's before the $25,000 pyramid buzzer runs out.
Well, for a while there, Fearon was doing really well with the rogue scorpions in the desert.
Yeah, there was a nice little zone for that got me quickly up to, I think it was level 9, because they just kept coming at 70 a clip, and I was like, okay, I'll hang out here for a little bit. And there was another spot, I want to say heading into level either 10 or 11, where I just kept hitting wizard after wizard after wizard.
But did you find out what was at the swamp cave boss? Did you find out the swamp cave boss?
Find out the swamp cave boss. That's where I did my grind.
Yeah, same here. I was like, oh, stop. Oh, okay, let's give it a try. And said, let's try this red dragon because I haven't tried a red dragon. Oh, stop spell. What?
Yeah, I didn't go back to that until afterward. I kind of had a death by luck. I was stumbling around. I found Cantlin. I got the coordinates, and I saw how easy they were. And I thought my instinct was, oh, go check that out. And there was part of me going, all right, somewhere on the same island as Cantlin is probably where Cole is. So I ended up fighting, I forget what dumb monster it was. It might have been a werewolf or something like that. And I, not having anything to heal, it ended up taking me out. And I'm, in hindsight, glad that it did, because otherwise I would have been exploring that island up to the northwest, or northeast rather, and would have found a whole lot of nothing, I'm sure.
Yeah, it took me forever to find that island. It took me forever to find everything else. Like, I found Breckenary pretty early, so I could grind to get the silver shield. And then I and then I went south and found like virtually nothing. And then finally at 55 minutes I finally went west to find virtually everything else.
Hey, the game gave you Breckenary. Come on, it's the best thing in the whole game.
In this case, it actually was a pretty good town.
I mean, you get a cheap inn, you got a silver shield, and you get free fairy water shop.
I didn't find Breckenary for a little while. I almost stumbled into the mountain cave first. I didn't see it, and then I kind of did this quick double take, almost like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, and realized, oh, that's a cave up there. Oh, it's the mountain cave.
Yeah, I did that too. I'm like, well, I'd love to reach that cave, but...
Well, there was one really zigzaggy path, I think, the first time you tried to get there that left you, I think, one step short.
Yeah, you took the longest possible route towards that cave entrance. I was just like, no, stop, Matt. And the swamp took its due.
Yeah, that definitely fell under me. Do you know me?
Yes. So unfortunately, yeah, the seed map was very concentrated. Continent 2 had a bunch of towns over there that were important. Caitlin ended up being not really worth anything. I believe the Garanham had to be over there, so you had to go there at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, so a lot of places you had to go to. They're really out of the way, but you had to get there at some point.
Yeah, exactly. But Ferran, I have to ask you, you've watched a lot of Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Have you ever seen a case where somebody has noped out of Cantlin?
Noped out of I mean, usually it's when you arrive at Cantlin fairly early and don't have any keys and really don't have any money. That's really the instances where I've seen somebody nope out of Cantlin.
Yeah, in this case, I noped out of Cantlin because I already had the armor and the token. So it's like, well, I could get coordinates for the flute, but
Wow, yeah. See, I had not yet found the armor, so when I saw Cantlin, that was kind of my 50-50 gamble, and I called heads and it came up tails. Although the coordinates were so easy, even I could count them. 0 south, 46 west.
I love it.
Yes,
Right.
an empty eye on the coordinates, always a good sign.
Super handy. So basically, early game enemies had a lot of firepower, and game enemies actually were pretty tame. I mean, obviously they had high stats and high attack power, but in regards to their actual abilities, most of them were pretty either generic or weakened by their skills.
Well, I'll say this. Your Philadelphia Eagles are doing leaps and bounds better than the Cleveland Browns right now.
I don't know about leaps and bounds. Well, okay. Yesterday was a bit interesting. We'll put it that way.
Well, I will say that the Philadelphia Eagles are 1,000, have a 1,000%, and the Browns have a 0%.
Which is the same as my bracket record in DWR tournament history.
Yes, but I have a feeling in the upcoming years, if you keep pursuing this tournament, that's going to change because, I mean, that was a very good run out of you. Again, as I said, this type of seed is what I'm usually the best at. The margin of victory looks steep, but it was actually a very good run for On. So good game to you.
Well, I had set the over-under at about 10 minutes, so if you bet the under, hey, good job on me.
All it came down to was you unfortunately hit that one cave and went the other direction. You missed Cole by literally that much. It was high on that part of the map. And that's what Dragon Warrior can do that to you, which is that's such a narrow overview of the world around you. One step can cost you a race like that.
So I pulled a Maxwell Smart on Cole. I missed it by that much.
Right, so you were super close to it. I didn't even see it on your maps. It's not like I caught it and you walked past it. It was just like, wait, Gameboy's going down there again. Oh, wait, snap, there's a town. It's got to be cool.
And for once, it was even real.
And I'm looking here on the script. So apparently I didn't die that often by comparison, unless that's a typo.
No, you held it pretty well. Your opening grind was like, you got like level 5 before you died the second time. You ground 2 levels in the swamp cave without like being killed once. No, when you were grinding and doing exploration, like outside those oddball kills that got you, like the gotcha kills that sent you back home really fast, when you were engaged in combat, you were holding your own pretty well for most of the scene.
It was just a matter of missing Cole, and Game Boy didn't. So he had the armor. That meant he didn't have to look for the coordinates. And that was my initial plan. I was like, I have this strange hunch that the armor's in Cole. Where the heck is Cole? But since I had taken that death, I was heading in that direction anyway, so I just counted it out.
You made do with what you had. You had the coordinates for a resource. You counted them out without a problem. So definitely worth your time to go back and check it out. And honestly, it might have been hilarious if you got a free golem fight and Game Boy got with the golem and got blown up. Because that's the fairy flute you had, Game Boy did not. So if the siege was a little different, stats were a little lower, that golem could have been a real problem.
Yeah, true. If the golem had something nasty, then it would have been good to have the flute, which I did, but it just seemed to punch and punch and punch. So I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at my my time tracker thing here. I mean, compared to my average time, I finished almost a half hour better. So I can't really complain about how I did. I mean, it's everybody kept saying, "Oh, you've got a chance, you've got a chance." I'm like, I don't have a chance against Game Boy. I know this. I just want to not embarrass myself, and I did that. So I feel good about it. I'm gonna go celebrate with a little bit of the bubbly.
Oh yeah, well, see, I enjoyed a couple glasses of Pinot Noir while we were racing. It was very good. I figure I'm gonna relax here. But what wine will you be drinking?
Some sort of champagne. It's a reference to the memeable Chris Jericho, the professional wrestler who kind of made himself rather popular over the course of the last 10 days with his post AEW championship victory interview.
One of these days, I'm going to. Oh, whoops! I apparently have forfeit. I apparently undone. Oh man, I hate live split. Well, that's it. Congratulations, Faron, you win. No,
I win by default, apparently.
Woohoo! No, I was going to say, one of these days, I'm going to pull a WWE and I'm going to wander by your little wrestling gig and get rid of the other announcer and say, "Hey, Faron, how you doing?"
Well, at the moment, we could use another one. I mean, right now, it's kind of me as the play-by-play and me as the play-by-play commentator, and usually whichever ring announcer it is as the kind of double action color and ring announcer. So,
Oh, I could be the ring announcer. Just give me a tuxedo and it's on.
I'd pay to see that.
Look at that wrestle. No, that's gonna be unfortunate.
So yes, they're apparently Game Boy in IRC, for those unrealizing, had accidentally hit undone. How, I don't know, but
Live split does automatic tracking your splits, and occasionally it does what it wants to, which usually means, oh, no more splits left. I guess we're gonna start this over, and resets it and undoes you. Live split has some
okay.
funny interactions with IRC.
I didn't know how to do that, so
That's why I don't use live. I don't use live split because I have no fun hitting buttons normally.
Well, I use it. I just don't know how to connect it to whatever I'm doing, so I just kind of do my own rogue thing.
I think at this point, I'm going to start doing ELO or something like that. Try to figure it out, but little chess thing. But anyway, I know I was kind of silent for a little bit during the interview, and the reason that is something that CD's going to announce right now.
We were trying to figure out where to put the next race. We have Smashy versus Tristle MTG coming up here on RPG Limit Break in about a half an hour.
Did you like that segue?
Oh yeah, that was
and
great.
Here I thought she was announcing my forced retirement.
Retirement? No, you get to come hang out with me more.
I was gonna say you get to go back to you get to do some more commentary. Yeah, you're not out. Well, not that way anyway.
I mean, I do both. I win races, I lose races, I do commentary. No, it's
Wasn't there a joke at some point of us just kind of carrying over in Game Boy, you and I handling the commentary for the next race?
Yeah, that happens sometimes where it's like, oh, we have these two semi-final. Usually, back when we did double elimination the first couple of years, it was like, oh, we'll do the losers final and you two do the winners final while we fight it out or whatever, stuff like that.
Thankfully, Z-Man and Invenerable have actually stepped in to save you guys from having to stick around.
Well, I have no problem commentating with Game Boy. I definitely have no problem commentating with Z. I mean, we're part of the Keystone Connection, for crying out loud. And Invenerable, I can't say that I have commentated with yet, but I'm sure once I do, that'll be a fun experience as well.
Well, we had a triple last year. Why not a quad this year?
Nah, that gets to be too many in the booth. That just tends to happen.
Yeah, this isn't Monday Night Football with who is it, Dennis Miller or whatever.
We're going back to those days.
The unfortunate mix of I can't stop talking and my affliction reading level is 10 times higher than anyone else in this room or the stadium. It worked out poorly.
Amazing Toaster in chat saying he needs to get eliminated from a tournament.
Yeah, Toasty has this bad habit of winning in like multiple tournaments at once.
But no, Z-Man and Invenerable, I mean, we all know how Z-Man is, but Invenerable is really good in free enterprise. So I expect some really good commentary in the next race. So stick around.
Yeah, it certainly should be a goodie, and look forward to hearing more of my voice as I get to call the action from the booth now. Not that I wasn't going to anyway, it's just now I don't have the added stress of having to play as well. I mean, my initial goal was to go 2 and 3. I went 3 and 2 and got into the bracket stage. I did better than I thought I was going to do, and now it just means that I get to focus totally on commentating the remainder of the remainder of the tournament here. So it's certainly not a bad thing.
Yeah, and I think I speak for virtually everyone in the community in saying that we look forward to that.
Virtually, well, yeah, I guess there's 1 or 2 heels who've got to got to call me out for the jerk that I am.
Yeah, it's you know, you're into rest. There's always heels.
I'd mention names, but then it'd get awkward, so we're not going to do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And on that note, we have a raid set up for you here in just a minute for 15 minutes until the next race is on. We're going to go visit Mr. Holmes. He's playing some Dragon Warrior 2.
Before we do so, I don't know if Game Boy had said it, but thank you so much to all the folks behind the scenes here. I mean, cdinprov. Is this one of your rare times of actually doing commentary? Because I know usually you're more of a behind-the-scenes individual.
It's actually my first, and I wanted to thank Seawolf for putting up with me.
No problem. I have no problem being the opening associate. I've done it a few times.
Commentary debut, even better. And then behind the scenes, CyberDark86 on tracking, and CD, you were doing double duty of restreaming as well?
That I was.
Okay. See, I'm already slipping into my old habits. I'm getting all the, make sure to give the commentators a follow, make sure to give the runners a follow. Gameboyf9, he's the defending 2-time champ, for crying out loud. How are you not already following him? And then I guess you can give me a follow as well. I mean, hey, I passed the 100 follower mark. I'm working toward 150. It's a good time. I played lots of RPG things.
Dude, everybody should follow FearonBurgundy. Come on, man.
Yeah, you get a really cool fanfare when you do. So make sure when I'm on to check that out. A very breaking newsy type fanfare. We'll just leave it at that.
Do. Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, there we go. We've got one. We've got a new ratings point added to the Burgundy Broadcast Network as we speak.
Nice.
Thank you to Elias the Panda.
Anyway.
You never know what the heck's going to happen here.
Alrighty, shall we roll the show out to the raid and back to our race later on?
Yes, please.
Alright, for my squeaky co-commentator, FearonBurgundy, Gameboyf9, and CyberDark doing the tracking. I'm the Seawolf1. We're heading over to Mr. Holmes right quick, I think. Yep, Mr. Holmes. Then more races coming up in about 15 minutes. So keep watching him. Come back and watch us. Say you like it. Take your pick.
May your moves be excellent and your seeds stay classy. We'll see you on the other side in about 15 minutes, everyone. So long.